Blog Talk Radio.
Radio.com/MHHS-Eyes Wide Open. I do remember that there was a Wednesday class, and usually the Wednesday classes are entitled Morris Heritage and History School near Harlem Corporation. And they had a sister who was very open about her information, so that's the only reason for the record that I'm repeating it. And she has YouTube channels as well. A YouTube channel that is, she's actually showing her live birth in the water. She's actually showing how to care for the placenta, okay? And she actually was pushing in that or promoting, I guess I would say, in that broadcast of Morris Heritage and History School near Harlem Corporation. People can train and become doulas, both mothers and sons, okay? And you'll see in one of the videos when she's actually doing the live birth in the water, she has her mate there actually supporting her. So I cannot remember the website, okay? I know that the way that she spells initiator on the YouTube is kind of like INISHE, the number 8, TOR. But I know on Facebook definitely she goes by the appellation of Amala Aomi Earth Bay. Okay? Now that's the sister. I've even reached out to the sister too, and she's awesome with what she does. So that would be my suggestion for the mothers that are bringing these next generations to the earth plane and are really sincere about either having a doula, which is a midwife, or brothers and sons that are genuinely wanting to help assist in bringing these lives to the earth plane without them having to be, dropped by the dragon's mouth as they're coming out the birth canal to be devoured by the birth certificate bond and all that crap. But anyway, Amala is AH''MALAH, Aumi, AUMI, and Earth Bay she has all as one with capital EARTH, capital BEY. Okay, so that's Amala Aumi Earth Bay is who would be, in my opinion, okay, someone who I would encourage the mothers to seek out when it comes to information dealing with doulas or midwives and mothers and sons. I'm pretty sure when you reach out to that sister, when she responds, you'll be able to get that website too. I remember the website had a yellow background. I just can't actually remember what the website was, but they do offer doula training as well as they'll offer doulas for you for those that are expecting. So with that, those were that's all that I really wanted to bring to the forum. I love you, brothers and mothers all across the maximum and the entire planet. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for taking our call. Islam, peace and love.
And I did want to ask one more question to the Grand Sheik. Grand Sheik Cujo, being the fact that you been studying, been living, this information for a while. In your humble opinion, why do you think there are so many dirty Moors that lie to our people and don't tell them the truth when it comes to this science and to this information?
Well, majority of it is because they got something to get. Because our people have been trained to want benefits. Just because they can get them without considering what they're really doing when they get those benefits. So when you have people like El Hajj Malik El Shabazz, for example, who realized about the sellout and literally stepped away, changed his tune of how he was talking and everything like that, changed everything up, grew his beard and all that, right? And then he ends up assassinated at his stuff, not at somebody else's stuff, at his own stuff. He ends up assassinated. We know that happened because, he was telling the truth. Perspective was we're about human rights, not civil rights. In him doing that, that lets us know that they assassinated him for telling the truth. But other people tell the truth that don't get assassinated. So why him? And it's because they took it as a diss when he didn't take the money.
You know what? Not to interrupt, but
diss, right?
Right.
They took it as disrespect that he didn't sell out his people. Now they're looking at, you're not a real nigger. You should be snitching. And they got him out the way because he didn't want to be a sellout. So majority of people today, as far as the Moorish movement is concerned, are branches of the people who initially sold out. And then they want to pump up their reincarnated BS opposed to the real prophet. They want to pump up their leader guy instead of the real prophet and the real forerunner. They want to be forerunner of Moorish movement and stuff like that now. When there was a forerunner already, why don't you just honor him? You know, and then this is where it comes in with, you know, because I'm a 70s baby, so our generation was on the cusp of the changeover from, you know, de jure hip hop to whackness, and then whackness, or, you know, revenge of the nerds is what's going on right now. Like the guy who got dissed by the beautiful girl in high school is the guy who's a highwayman right now, violating people's rights. The guy who is dirty more now is the guy who used to get dissed. The guy who didn't have any pride. The guy who said that, you know what, I'm all about myself, and ride his ego like a horse. And not recognize how damaging that is on the broader perspective. Because all we have to do is go to the FBI papers of the Moorish Science Temple. And everything's there. Go to the UNIA FBI papers. Go to the Nation of Islam FBI papers. And everything's there. That, you know, there's always going to be a guy who's going to take the check. Always. There's always going to be somebody who's going to be able to rally up some other people to say, let's get this money to make sure that our people stay deaf, dumb, and blind. While we have, you know, wing doors on cars and stuff like that. And they got planes going all over the place. And then people can't even get a bus to pick them up, to bring them wherever.
I'm sorry, Grant. You just killed it right there.
I just want to add to that real quick, if I may be permitted to speak. Before I really got real deep into more science, I used to attend the Mosque Miriam here in the quote unquote Chicago Corporation on Stony Island, and I used to go to some of their meetings. And the biggest thing they used to rub me the wrong way, and when I say this, I'm in no means, you know, diminishing the great work that the Nation of Islam has been able to do for our people. But the thing that bothers me the most is the lack of acknowledgement for El Hajj Malik El Shabazz. It was almost as if they act like he never existed, like he didn't put in no work, and that really bothered me. And that kind of turned me off from going, and it was just like telling me I had to shave my facial hair and I had to do all this stuff. Like, nigga, for what? Like, why do I need to shave my hair to be part of something? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I'm straight. And I never went back because it didn't seem genuine to me. And like I said, them really not really acknowledging El Hajj Malik El Shabazz. And for people that don't know who we're talking about who you know is Malcolm X, because he did have a free national appellation, and his status was on the record. Let's just be clear about that. But it was just one thing that just really rubbed me the wrong way. It was just like it made me kind of look at that, organization just from the perspective. We're talking about one of the greatest leaders that we've ever had.
You're breaking up more. You're breaking up more.
My bad. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it might be just your little signal. You already know Mercury in retrograde in Virgo and Uranus in retrograde in Aries, so it's a lot going on with communication and electronics right now.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. But I yield the floor.
Yeah, I mean, not to cut your wisdom, but beloved Grand Sheik, we want you to get back to it. But yeah, what you just said right there, and what it seems like overall, what you and Brother Devon was just really just saying was the fact that people are not willing to be accountable. People are not willing to have some real backbone. And it seems like what is happening now, especially in my experience, you know what I mean, just thus far in dealing with our family, because that's the first thing. First of all, we need to be coming into this thing with love. And the first person, we need to love itself. And so when you see that we're coming from the mental condition, and as you say, you know what I mean, some people are bent on, as you say, let's get this money to keep our people, sleep. But that goes to show you that these people are incompetent because they have no metal. When they're saying money, they're invoking metal, yet they're receiving paper, which shows that these people are not only incompetent, but they are against anything that deals with divine unity, period. And as you had said earlier, too, that this is a cycle, beloved Cujo. So these are the same people, as you said, 15,000 years ago. What they're doing now, and they was doing 15,000 years ago. They was against whatever prophet was, it's the same spirit. We honor all divine prophets, no matter what automobile body that spirit manifested itself in: Ali, Buddha, Confucius, Yeshua, Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you still had those individuals who were like, hey, man, let's gratify our lower self and not care about mother and son so that we can have an extra peanut butter and jelly sandwich for tomorrow. So I just wanted to just say, like, y'all were spot on with that. It just seems like people are really about trying to put under an avalanche of lies, which we have to shovel ourselves from up under with our own newspapers, our own literature. But it seems like they want to cover with the avalanche of lies those who had decided within themselves to be accountable for their own actions and not seek a savior or a scapegoat for their behavior or their decisions, which ultimately yields their behavior. Because as a man thinketh, so shall he be. And as a man speaks, you know where his heart is. So I just wanted to just say, I totally agree with that. And it seems like that's what we're really dealing with. It's really just two energies we're dealing with. The two energies we're dealing with is higher self energies and lower self energies, love energies or fear energies. Because I know people say, well, the opposite of love is hate, when hate really is a stem from the root of fear. Because even Amazight said niggas fear what they don't understand, hate what they can't conquer. So the greatest conqueror, as it says in chapter 7 of the Mysteries of the Silent Brotherhood of the East, you're way better if you can conquer self instead of trying to conquer 1,000 men in a war. So obviously those, as you said, those cowards that were picked on in high school or got dissed by the girl and now they're policy enforcers, it's because they fear what they don't understand, and that